In 1813, Davy joined up with the army of General Andrew Jackson and fought in the war against the Creek Indians. He came back a hero, and when he moved his family to the very western tip of Tennessee, he was elected Justice of the Peace and Colonel of the state militia. In 1821, he was elected to the state legislature, so even though in 1827, when he lived 40 miles from anyone and spent most of his time taking care of his wife and 5 children, his reputation was grand enough for people to elect him to Congress. Davy was a popular man, but he knew the secret of being popular. He had a great memory for names and faces, and he knew his supporters very well. He knew that politics was not one of their interests, and that they'd just as soon elect a friend as a politician. Davy made it his business to be everyone's friend.
You know, good people, how much I appreciate the welcome I get whenever I come around these parts. I know all of you, and you know how happy you make me by voting my way. But I'll tell you a little secret. I don't always have such an easy time getting votes. Why, I remember once when I was out hunting, and I hadn't come across any worthwhile game in 10 days. I was awful sore. I was passing by a stream, and I saw a boat drifting by with a man in it, fast asleep. I shouted out, "Hey, stranger! You better take care. You're going to find yourself in a swamp somewhere." He looked at me and said, "I don't like people butting into business that ain't theirs. And I don't like your face. You just better be on your way if you know what's good for you." Well, sir, I was spoiling for a fight, and this fellow was made to order. I looked him right in the face and said, "Sailor, I'm glad you said that, 'cause I'm a rip-roaring, tornado-riding son of a coyote, and I'm here to tell you that if you come ashore, I'm going to proceed to rearrange your face." Well, sir, that seemed to catch his attention, 'cause he jumped out of the boat and came for me, saying, "No ring-tailed, baboon-faced hornswaggler can call me that and walk away clean." We went at it then and there, and I must admit that he was as smart as a fox in duck season, but I was just too much for him. I got him in a bear hug he couldn't break, though his eyes were about to pop right out from trying. Finally, he said, "Uncle." He said, "Stranger, you are a sight to behold, and I'd like to shake your hand and know your name, and if you're running for office, I'd like to call it an honor to vote for you." I shook his hand and said, "Crockett's the name, and I'd be right pleased to have your vote, 'cause I'm a running for Congress." So you see, good people, why I'm so grateful when I get the kind of down-home welcome you always give me.